Okay, I'm starting out with these 10-inch mesh from Hobby Lobby, as well as a 14-inch wireframe from Dollar Tree. The welcome sign is also from Hobby Lobby.
These are the ribbons I'm going to use in this wreath. That's one set. That's another set. And then this is a third set. And I'm going to cut them all at 13 inches. All right, this is my base that I'm starting with. I cut my mesh at 12 inches and I put the mint green and the burlap snowball as well as the white. I did the ruffle technique or the cruffle, what I like to do. And you can check out my Wreath Basics playlist. I share that. Anyway, I have 18 bundles on here. So then now I'm going to cut 6 each of the ribbon bundles and put them in every other one, making a zigzag pattern. These are how my ribbons turned out. That one came from Craft Outlet. That mint with the daisies came from Hobby Lobby, and then that yellow with the check came from Craft Outlet as well. And I cut them at 13 inches, and then I'm going to make my bundles. So I just made my bundles using my little tiny attacher. I just, lay them out and put a tiny staple in the middle. And so this is one set of the ribbons that I'm going to use in this wreath. Here's the next set of ribbon that I'm going to be putting together. It's 3 of these. They either came from Craft Outlet or that middle one came from Hobby Lobby. And I just dovetail the ends and I'm going to put them together in a bundle using my little stapler, my tiny attacher. And this is how this ribbon bundle looks, just with the 3 ribbons. And as I said, I put a tiny staple in the middle using my tiny attacher, and it's just because I can gather it and go when I put my ribbon into my mesh. This is my third set of ribbon that I cut at 13 inches. Now that yellow window pane is something that I had on hand. Not quite sure where I got that from. Anyway, this yellow gingham with the lace came from Michael's, and then this burlap daisy came from Craft Outlet. And like I said, I cut them at 13 inches. I dovetailed those. I do not dovetail my window pane. I just cut it across so that, I try to stop as much fraying as I can. So then now I'm going to put these together using my little tiny attacher. And this is how that third bundle looks. Just how I put them together again with my mini stapler, little tiny attacher. So then now I have those 3 bundles that I'll show you next. So here are my 3 ribbon bundles that I'm going to be putting into the wreath. I have 6 of each because I have 18 pipe cleaners. So then I will just alternate them and do a zigzag pattern. And this is how my wreath looks with all of the ribbon in there. And as I mentioned, and as I've shared in previous videos and in my Wreath Basics tutorials, I say that I zigzag, just go and zigzag the ribbon so that it's not 2 or not bunched up together. And so it just really makes a very pretty wreath. I'm going to add some of this mesh tubing that I've gotten at various places, dollar stores, someplace like that. I'm going to be adding that into the wreath. And this is how it looks after I added the mesh tubing. I wanted it just to be an accent, and so I didn't, add it in all of the ties of ribbon. I just added into one bundle so that it just kind of gives an accent and, gives depth and texture. I took the white hanger off of the welcome sign. I turned it over and I put 4 of the cable ties on there, and then I added 4 pipe cleaners. I will thread that through to attach my sign to the wire frame so that it stays secure. Going to add a few sticks of these greenery with the little white flowers. Those came from Hobby Lobby, as well as these daisies that also came from Hobby Lobby.
And also some of this greenery eucalyptus. It is my favorite greenery right now. And then I put a steel pick on each of the end because that helps, I feel, the security of gluing it into my Deco mesh wreaths. And this is how the wreath looks after putting all of the greenery and the flower daisies into the wreath. And I just put a still pick on the ends of my greenery and my flowers, and then I just glue it in. I have a glue pot that I just, melt glue sticks in. I like to use the Gorilla Glue, and then that is what helps me, stick my flowers into the wreath, and then that gives me the strong hold so everything stays secure. For hangers for my wreaths, I like to use this grapevine wire that I get from Hobby Lobby or Joann's, Michael's. I'm not quite sure if Walmart has it, but anyway, you can find it on Amazon. Anyway, I just like to tie that on there and put that as a hanger. Then, just to kind of cover up the back of my wreaths, I bought quite a few of these when Hobby Lobby had them in the fall season. It just kind of covers up the back and makes it look nice. And I just use extra pieces of the pipe cleaners just to secure it down. What I do is I attach it to the frame several places around so that it stays, tucked down and looks very nice.